Hey Viber, it is Sean with your reading. So you've been wondering how you can be more efficient in your business this year. I wonder that same thing myself quite often. That's what we're going to find out today. If you happen to be new here, my name is Sean and I'm so happy that you are joining us. Now at the time that I'm recording this, we are mostly through the year. So you can apply any guidance that you find here to the rest of this year that we're currently in, or you can take it to be things that you can implement over the next 365 days so that you get a full year of working towards greater efficiency. I actually don't even want to say working towards, I want to say aligning with greater efficiency. And then at the end of your reading, I am going to create for you an affirmation based on the messages that we get to help you stay in alignment going forward. So with all that in mind, let us get started. We're going to pull our first set of messages from the Wiser Tarot. And this is a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. It's actually the Rider-Waite-Smith illustrations, but recolored as watercolors. Oh wow, the sun. The Sun card coming up, speaking about how you can make your business more efficient this year. This has the very strong vibe of spring cleaning. Like it's the same vibe as what I was trying to say. The same vibe as spring cleaning. So this might be as simple as going through your workspaces, going through your storage spaces, and doing like a deep clean, okay? Getting the dust out of the nooks and crannies, throwing away things that you no longer have use for or need of. In fact, even better, if there's anything that you can, gift to another business owner or someone else in your life, that's a great way to make sure it gets reused or repurposed. I'm getting something big about inventory. So if you're somebody who's got a business who you keep inventory, really being honest with yourself about what items are just not moving and seeing how you can go ahead and start getting them out of your space, because everything is energy and everything takes energy, right? And if it is not moving, it is stagnant energy. And you don't want stagnant energy in your business. That does keep you from being as efficient as possible. One way in which it does that is it's taking up space where you can put other items that will move or that you can test to see if they will move, right? So in terms of getting rid of these items, you can choose to mark them down severely, because getting something for them is better than them sitting in the spaces they're in right now, bringing you no money at all. If you can, sell them at cost so you at least get a break even on those things, okay? If you are a service provider with your business, same basic idea. You just don't have physical inventory. But look at what services you offer that are not moving and figure out why they are not moving. So it could be that you need to increase your price. Yeah, you heard me right. You might need to increase your price because depending on the kind of service you offer, right? If someone comes to your website or, they see your social media content, if you post content about your business and they hear you quote a price that seems low for the kind of service that you offer, they're going to think that you don't give a quality service. There are some people out there that actually prefer to pay more for certain products and services because they assume it means it is of higher value, that it is a better quality, okay? One thing that I definitely want to share with you, and though this is slightly off topic on efficiency, except not really, because it's the efficiency of pricing and therefore the efficiency of money, so scratch what I just said. But one thing that we sometimes do as independent business owners, sole proprietors in particular, is we will oftentimes price ourselves based on what we are comfortable paying for something. And that may be based on not having a lot of money at the time that you started your business. And if you have not changed your prices from the time you identified as someone who didn't have a lot of money to spend, then you are not charging enough for what you do or for what you sell, okay? And even if you've done little incremental price increases, you've done those incremental price increases from that low ball offer to begin with. So have a spring cleaning kind of energy and attitude as you look at literal cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, like seriously dusting, getting cobwebs out of the corner, because you want to enliven the space, air out the space by opening up the windows. Okay. You might want to if you have this kind of a space where you can do this, make it a habit to air out the space every single morning, just to keep the energy fresh, to keep it circulating, okay? And then again, look at your inventory, see what things you can sell at cost or even deeply discount, so that you can start having new items that you bring in to offer your customers. Also, if you are a product business and you mark down your items for a kind of spring sale, you can even call it that, spring sale and fall. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. So even if you do like a massive sale and you're not getting a break even on those items, the number of people that will come in, that energy moving into your space, will also help make you more efficient, because it's going to enliven you. It's going to enliven anybody who works with you. And you're going to be so motivated in the fact that you're working every day, instead of it just feeling like a drudge or something that you have to drag your business along, drag the other people along, try to force customers to be there. Okay. And then again, for you service providers out there, increase your prices for sure. And then the other thing too is like honestly looking at the services you offer and seeing, are they ones that people actually feel they should be paying for? Some of the things that you can do in terms of the services that you offer is look at them and see, are they better as, services that you provide yourself physically in a moment, or would they possibly work better as a course, something that you can record and sell over and over and over again? And recording something once and selling that recording over and over again is so much more efficient. It's such a better use of your time and your energy and your knowledge, and it brings you more money for that time and energy and knowledge than individually servicing each client. So that is one way for you to be more efficient. Definitely take that spring cleaning. That spring is here, that new energy vibe approach to your business right now. Okay, let's see what else comes through as a way that you could be more efficient in your business this year. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, and for you, it feels like there might be some new knowledge that you need to gain around your field, or the way you offer your products or services in your field, or the way you create products for your field. So again, the things that I'm saying, if you're a product-based business, clearly I mean the items you sell. If you are a service-based business, I am clearly talking about the services you provide. But again, depending on how long you have had your business, there may be some developments that have happened in your industry that you need to bone up on, that will help you be better able to serve your clients and your customers in a way that many of them have actually come to expect, because others in your industry have already adopted this new knowledge. For some of you, it's simply that you will be invigorated by the learning because you actually enjoy learning. So there are many ways to do this depending on what kind of business you have. There can be some courses on Coursera that you can look at. There can be courses on Udemy. What's that other one? Something about, Teachable, right? If there's, depending on the kind, like for instance, if you're a tarot practitioner like myself, there are so many tarot courses on Udemy and on Teachable. There's another one that I can't think of right now, where you might enhance what you already know about tarot. There are some courses that you can get, again, online in various fields, where you can get additional certifications in the field that you already have your business. Okay. For some of you, I'm getting to renew certifications. You have been dragging your feet on a renewal of certifications. And so say you had it on your website at one point that you were certified in this thing, but you took it off because you know your certification has expired. Possibly money has kept you from going ahead and getting recertified. The cost of doing so. I'm getting to tell you, go ahead and do it anyway. Find the money. I'm actually getting to tell you to put it on a card if you need to, because you will make that money back by putting the certification up on your website again, or in your social media. If you're a social media poster for your business, it is going to, again, attract more people to wanting to do business with you. Okay. Or make more people want to do business with you, attract more customers to you. So it is an investment in you and in your business. And it is okay to put that type of an investment on credit card, to take on a little bit of debt for growing your business is quite normal. If you can get a no interest based loan from someone who knows you and loves you, that would be even better. Just make sure you honor that and pay it back in the same way you would if it was a different kind of creditor, a creditor that was someone who didn't love you, like Chase Bank doesn't love you, right? You want to also you want to honor the loan from a family member or friend the same way as you would a creditor, because it keeps the energy around your money clean. And it keeps you feeling like a true and legitimate business owner. And it keeps that other person seeing you in that way as well. And, ideally, we want to be able to be self-sufficient all the time. But it might turn out that you need their help again in the future. And if you've got a good track record paying them back now, it'll be easier for them to want to give to you again in the future should you need it. Okay. So yeah, increasing your learning. For some of you, again, it's expanding the knowledge. So getting new knowledge around what you do. For some of you, it is re-upping your certifications in what you do. For some of you, I'm getting to learn a new skill. Learn a new skill. This might specifically apply to product-based businesses. So for instance, say you have an Etsy shop where you sell a certain type of jewelry. Say you specialize in earrings, but you've been feeling a little bit of a tug or a little bit of an interest in also figuring out how to make bracelets to complement that earrings. And then you can start selling packages. And hair pieces, little hair brooches, things like that. So increasing your knowledge. For some of you, it is, and yes, of course, this makes sense. Thank you. For some of you, it is definitely boning up on business. Okay. Depending on what kind of business you have, depending on what kind of person you have, you may not love business content. You may not love listening to it. You may not love reading the books. If you don't like reading business books, absolutely, business content is out there for you on video. If it tends to be boring for you and it makes you drone on, I totally understand it. It's one of the main reasons why I have this channel. In fact, if you happen to be new here, my entire channel is dedicated to a divine feminine approach to your career and wealth and your business. So feel free to come here and get more knowledge, get more guidance around how to run your business. But in terms of the traditional methods of learning, find a book here, make it a goal to read one book and take your time. Even if you only just let yourself read one page a day because you just happen to find it super dry and super boring, go ahead and let yourself do that, because there is a need for you to have a little bit more knowledge on how businesses are run, let me say that better. How the type of business you run is best run. Okay. For some of you, it could even just be getting some knowledge around sales. All businesses are sales businesses because you have to convince clients and customers to give you money. All right. And then the third way that we're getting that you can be more efficient this year, bringing new people into the business. Now, for some of you, you've been doing all of the business completely by yourself with no help whatsoever. So it is time for you to hire somebody. This person could be an assistant. If you are a content creator, it could be an editor. If you have a shop and you've been opening and closing every day and not even taking a break for lunch, it's about getting that part-time, possibly full-time, possibly employee. You're the employer. That additional staff person to help make it easier. Yep, look at this. I just happened to turn this over and see that you have 10 of Wands at the back of the deck. So you've probably been doing a lot. You probably have been doing all the things, whether you have staff already or not. And this is one of the things that has led to feeling inefficient in your business because it's just too much for you to handle. Everything that you've been doing, even if you haven't been doing all of it, as much as you've been doing has made it feel like it feels too much to handle, and that makes you more efficient. You might start a project or start, an adjustment in the business and then not finish it, not get back to it because this other thing needs your attention, or a fire comes up that you need to put out or something like that. So getting some assistance is definitely going to help you be more efficient in the business. For some of you who already have some staff, I'm getting here that it's getting new people to replace some people that need to be let go of. Okay. Now, if your first instinct was to feel bad about having to fire someone, I'm going to give you something to help with that. You ready? One of my favorite things to do is fire people. It is. It absolutely is. And would you like to know why? One of my favorite things to do is fire people. Because if we have gotten to the point where I need to fire you, it is past time for you to go. And your exit is going to be a relief to me. And possibly, probably, to other people who work with or for me. Okay? So yeah, getting some new energy in the form of new people. Now, here's the key. This is the important key for helping with the efficiency of the business. You want to take your time in hiring. You want to hire the right people. You don't want to just grab someone new so you can get rid of someone old, or grab the first assistant because you're like, whoa, at least I have some help, without really seeing whether or not this person is a good fit for you. You want to vet them for personality compatibility, work style compatibility, and understanding of you wanting them to be self-sufficient or you wanting them to check with you before they do anything, depending on what your management style is, okay? Be very, very clear about what is expected from them in the job. So you want to be clear about that for yourself before you even post wherever you might post that you are looking for somebody. Whether you use LinkedIn or you do a social media post, before you put it out there that you're looking for somebody, be very clear about what the position is, what you want them to do. Be very clear about how much experience you would like them to bring to this job. You definitely want them to be experienced. I can tell you that right now, and here's why. Because our reading today is about making your business more efficient. And if you bring on somebody that you constantly have to oversee, that you constantly have to micromanage, and that you have to teach how to do the job you're hiring them for, or you have to constantly coach them, that is not going to be efficient. It is definitely not a good use of your time. But definitely bringing in new energy through new people is going to help you be more efficient in your business, particularly those of you who have not had help and have been doing it all on your own. Okay, now we are going to get some goddess guidance to help you align with this intention of efficiency for your business, as well as get some insight from the Moonology deck by Yasmin Bolin. Do you know about my Patreon? There are 3 levels of membership available, each of which gives you instant access to my entire library of meditations and a host of other benefits. Now, at the Viber Gold level, you also get a free personal reading from me once a month. You should definitely check it out because I would love to have you join our community. So for our goddess guidance, we are pulling from the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle. And you have Inanna, believe in yourself. Viber, are you feeling as though, are you having a lot of self-doubt around your business? Has feeling as though you don't have the right to this business, or you're not very good at this business, or this business isn't doing as well as you would hope, making you keep some open loops going on? See, open loop energy is definitely inefficient. Open loop is when we begin something, and I alluded to this a little bit earlier, when we start something but we don't finish it. Now, earlier when it came up, it was more along the lines of outside of your control. you know, that because you are the only one or the main one in charge, you're working on something, but then something else immediately needs your attention, or you have to fix this thing over here, you have to put out that fire over there. It's completely out of your control, and it can lead to overwhelmment, right? But in this case, when we're talking about open loops, it could just be somewhat of a self-sabotaging behavior that comes from not believing in ourselves, or one of many self-sabotaging behaviors that can come when we are having any kind of self-doubt, and where you're not fully committing to finishing a task that's needed to be done for the business. Or again, like in the case of the getting recertified, maybe it's not money that's kept you from doing it. Maybe it's feeling like you don't deserve to be certified because you're not good enough, or you're not making enough money at it yet, or whatever the thing might be. But I'm getting that somehow a damaged self-concept in relation to your business is the thing keeping you from being as efficient as you can within that business. It may be the thing that's making it okay for you to work in a business that's dusty and dirty with cobwebs in the corners. It could be the thing that's making it okay for you to keep a bunch of inventory sitting in a storage space that you're paying for, and that inventory is not bringing you any money at all. And in fact, it's costing you money because you're paying for the storage space. But you've got to believe in yourself, Viber. You have got to believe in yourself as a business owner, because you are a legit business owner, whether or not this is the right business for you. For some of you, it might be a very real thing that this isn't the thing for you. It doesn't feel like you thought it would feel. It's not bringing in money the way you thought it would. It's, not something the market actually wants. People don't want to pay for this kind of product or service, whatever the things. Failing at business is not uncommon for business owners. Most of us have several businesses before we find the one. I should not even find the one that works for us long term, right? I mean, sometimes it's because you failed at previous businesses. Sometimes it's because you've just lost interest in them. That could be the case for you. But whatever it is, you should not doubt yourself because you were pulled to start your own company, or to be an independent artist, to create your own thing, whether it's a business or artistry. So that is real, and that is who you truly are. You need to practice the law of assumption right now, starting right now in this moment. And I forgot to tell y'all this before I pulled the goddess card. By the way, we got Inanna. I don't even know if I said her name. Please forgive me, goddess Inanna. Please forgive me for that. But I typically remember to let you know that I will be giving you an affirmation at the end of your reading based on the messages that we get here. But starting this moment right now, believe in yourself as being a legit creator of things, creator of business, creator of art, whichever way is calling you. You are a legit business owner. You are a legit creator. Because that is naturally in you. And then employ the law of assumption that is a fact, that is true, and function accordingly. And if you start functioning as though you believe you have a right to succeed in business, some of these inefficiencies that you've been dealing with are going to start getting cleared up. Not magically, it's because you're going to be functioning differently. It's magical in the fact that you are tapping into your energy, and your energy will be working things out, and energy begets energy. But the doubting is not serving you, and it certainly is not serving your business. And unfortunately, it is one of the main things keeping your business from being as efficient as it can. So Inanna would like you to believe in yourself. I demand that you believe in yourself, and deep down inside, you want to believe in yourself. If there is something that has happened or someone has said something that made you doubt, it doesn't matter. What they said doesn't matter. What you've seen doesn't matter. What has happened doesn't matter. It only matters if we build a story around it and we buy into that story and we let that story dictate our actions. Okay, so pulling now from the Moonology deck. Let's see what we get. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. So for some of you, I'm definitely getting that there is, you have a business. It's just not the right business for you. And you may be very, very close to the right business, and that what you have been doing is adjacent to what it is you will really thrive at. I just recorded for you guys, what are you secretly good at that would make a fun business? I cannot recall if my plan is to post that one before this one or after this one, but you will find that on my channel. So if you need business ideas to pivot from what you've been doing into something new, check out that video. Several came through. Several came through, okay? In fact, because I've spoken on it this way, not only will I make sure I post that one first before this one, but I will link to it here in this video so you can get to it easily, all right? So look at the bigger picture of the field that you've chosen to work in and see if it's possible that you might need to do business in a different way, but within the same field, within the same area of interest. So as an example, earlier I spoke about the difference between offering a service one-on-one and creating it as a course and selling it to many. So it could be that for you, offering it one-on-one, you know, when I said that, you might have lit up, because for you, offering it one-on-one, it's stressful and draining more so even than stressful, particularly if you are an energy worker of any type. But the idea of creating a course and selling it that way enlivens you and excites you as a possibility, because one, the earning potential is much higher, much higher. Unlimited sales on the course, unlimited sales. Whereas when you do one-on-one, there are only so many hours in a day that you can function, even if you never ran out of energy. But the reality is you eventually do run out of energy. So it could be that kind of a shift. All right. For some of you, it could be something like, say you're in the entertainment space and you've been functioning as a director, you know, a writer-director, but maybe the call for you is actually producer. Same field, different function. Okay. Or if you're an actor, God, get out of that. Or at least add producing to it so you can make sure you always work. If you're just an actor, you can't make sure you always work. But if you produce things, you can create stuff for yourself to work in. Durr. Anyway, so yeah, look at the bigger picture. What else is possible for you in the field or area of interest that you have been working in or feel called to move towards? So for some of you, it could be about switching fields and starting over. And that's okay, because if you keep putting energy into that which you are not interested in anymore or excited about or confident about, then it's definitely going to make you inefficient for sure. All right, let me give you guys an affirmation to use to help you be conscious of how you are functioning in this business when it comes to efficiency. So we have the Sun, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Fool. Look at the bigger picture. Believe in yourself. And then, of course, this energy of overworking, doing too much. Letting new energy into my business makes me more efficient. Letting new energy into my business makes me more efficient. What this affirmation will help you do is not let things get stagnant. Let old inventory sit around, let dust collect figuratively or literally in your business. Letting new energy into my business makes me more efficient. Another way to put that is I am more efficient when I let in new energy. I am more efficient when I let in new energy. This can help you be a little bit more relaxed about hiring someone new and handing over some of your responsibilities. That's specifically for those of you who have been doing it all because you haven't felt that you can trust. You can if you take your time in the hiring process, okay? Listen, if you like this message, please be sure to give the video a like so the YouTube algorithm knows to spread it to others who might benefit from what we found out here today as well. If you belong to any Facebook groups for business owners, or you just have the habit of posting about your business on your own social media, please feel free to share this with anyone else who could, again, get some good use out of these wisdoms. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the messages that I have coming up. And if there is a question or topic that you would like me to help you get some goddess guidance and higher self guidance on for your business or your art, put that in the comments and I will be so happy to take a look at doing a video about that for you. This is what I have for you today, you guys. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.